Coast Spotlight, shedding light on the musical artists of the East Coast of Canada. A live production aimed at discovering the artists behind the music, their lives, their careers, their likes, their dislikes, and of course, some quirky anecdotes from their journey through a musical life. Live from the studios of Tellil Community Television on beautiful Almadam off the east coast of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, East Coast Spotlight with your host, Jerry Sampson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jerry Sampson, and I'm your host here at East Coast Spotlight. First of all, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you, our studio audience, and to thank you for spending a little time with us here at East Coast Spotlight. We'd like to wish a warm welcome also to our viewing audience and to say a big thank you for the feedback that we got from you from our last few shows. Apparently, you really, really like our show, and for us, it is a great pleasure to find this out, and we really, really enjoy putting it on for you. It makes it all worthwhile for us. At this time, there are people in Ontario I'd like to say hi to. Linda and Peter Sampson in Acton, Ontario. Linda and Peter, if you're watching, hi from Almadam, and thank you for all your feedback. You know, this is our first show for 2017, and we survived one full year. You know what? It's been quite a ride, and it's been a beautiful ride. We're all having a lot of fun putting this together and putting the performance in for you people. But believe it or not, since we started in 11 shows, we've put through 50 entertainers, and I'll tell you, they were 50 great entertainers, and we thank them so much for spending the time with us. Our show tonight is no different. We have a great show featuring, we have a man that was on our Christmas show, and he was accompanying the Stella Maris Youth Choir, and he did such a great job, and he sang me a song. And our hiring practices here at Tellil are pretty good. So anyway, we hired him right away. We have Cameron Landry with us. And this lady I heard at St. Anne's Centre, and she was pretty impressive. She does a lot of 50s and 60s music, and she does a good job. She's also involved with the choir in St. Louis Parish in Louisdale. We have Clair Jeffery. Our featured artist tonight is a local lady, and she's been in music for quite a long time. She is very, very well known for giving up her time, and especially at fundraisers and stuff like that. She was always very, very willing to give up her musical talent. You know, I remember when I was young, long time ago, I remember going to concerts either in Petit de Gras, at the Parish Hall in Petit de Gras, or at Almadam District High, or in Louisdale, or any other venue here on the island. And if she was slated to be a singer on that, or an entertainer on that show, you would better get to the hall a little early, because if you didn't, you weren't going to get a seat. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a recording artist. She's a great entertainer. Ladies and gentlemen, to open our show for us tonight, Cornella Sutherland. Cornelia.
Hi, good evening. I can most certainly do that.
Je suis seule avec mes rêves sur la montagne. Une voix me rappelle toujours. Oui, j'écoute ma vente de les chants me rappelle des souvenirs de toi. Quand le soleil dit bonjour aux montagnes, oui, je suis seul, je n'en veux penser qu'à toi. Now when the sun says hello to the mountains, and the night says hello to the dawn, yes, I'm alone with my dreams there on the hilltop. And babe, I can still hear his voice, though he's gone. J'écoute ma farce, tous les chansons du vent. Il me rappelle des souvenirs de toi. Quand le soleil dit bonjour aux montagnes, oui, je suis seul, je n'en veux penser qu'à toi. Yes, I'm alone, and I'm thinking only of you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Okay, the next song I'm going to do is, this is one of my favorite songs, and I had the pleasure of being able to play this one in Louisiana. Can you imagine? On Bourbon Street, me playing the piano. It was just wonderful. Well, honey, let the midnight special, well, baby, shine your other loving light on me. Baby, let the midnight special, baby, shine your ever loving light on me. Whoa! All right. Well, baby, get up in the morning, you hear the ding-dong ring. Now you know, look upon the table, you see the same darn thing. Well, no food on the table, there's no fork in the pan. And if you see a thing about it, you get in trouble with the man. So that's a midnight special, a shine a light on me. Yeah, that's a midnight special, shine your ever loving light on me. Here we go. Miss Lucille. I said, you know, honey, how do you know? Well, I can tell by her apron, and I know by the clothes she got on. Yeah, you know now, she got an umbrella on her shoulder. She got a paper in her head. She gonna see the water. Oh, she's out to free her man. So that's a midnight special, a shine a light on me. That's a midnight special, shine your ever loving light on me. That's a midnight special. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks.
And now, gentlemen, I was telling you we hired from our last show. Cameron, welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me, Jerry.
It's great having you. Well, Cameron, you're from Little Ants.
I am.
You tell us a little bit about Little Ants and your family.
Well, I grew up in the big town of Little Ants, and I'm the son of Clem Landry and Isabel Landry. My dad's here in the audience tonight.
Mm-hmm.
After they kicked me out of Little Ants, I moved to Ayrshire, and I married my lovely wife, Lucille, and my son, Joshua, and Alyssa. And that's all about me.
That's all about you. Well, that's great.
All about me.
Now, you've been playing music for how long since you were?
So I was 6 years old. My grandmother bought me a starter guitar when I was 6, and my uncle showed me a few chords, and
Wow,
just
that's
kept up
awesome.
with it. Yeah.
Now, in your lifetime, who has been a big influence on your music?
Actually, I never told him, but he's here tonight. Actually, it's Robert Bouchard. He's in the crowd right now. Joe Robert's been quite an inspiration to me. My parents always had him playing the records and stuff, and I'm singing a lot of his cover songs tonight. I just hope I can make him proud. So, I'm not stalking you, Robert.
Yeah. He's just trying to get a gig from you, Robert, that's all.
But I'm kind of smitten to Cornelia now, so it's kind of a close second.
Anyway, Cameron, again, welcome to the show. And
Thanks.
would you do a song for us now?
I'd love to.
Sure.
I'll do my first song by Hank Williams.
Hank Williams.
For no reason, just like him. So why don't you love me like you used to do? Why do you treat me like a worn out shoe? My hair's still curly and my eyes are blue. So why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no loving like loving, kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer, further, closer than a country mile. Why don't you spark me like you used to do? Say sweet nothings like you used to coo. I'm the same old trouble that you've always knew. So why don't you love me like you used to do? Well, why don't you just be like you used to be? How come you find so many faults with me? Somebody changed, so let me give you a clue. So why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no loving like a hugging, kissing in a long, long while. I don't get nearer, further, closer than a country mile. Oh, 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 why don't you say the things you used to say? What makes you treat me like a piece of clay? Well, why don't you curly? My eyes are still blue. So why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no hugging, kissing, loving in a long, long while. I don't get nearer, further, closer than a country mile. So why don't you love me like you used to do? How come you treat me like a worn out shoe? My hair's still curly, my eyes are still blue. So why don't you love me like you used to do? My hair's still curly, my eyes are blue. So why don't you love me like you used to do?
Wow.
Thank you.
Great job, Cameron. Now you know why we hired him. So, anyway, Claire, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
That's great. Now, Claire, you're from Loosedale. Mm-hmm. Give us a little bit of information about...
Married, have 2 kids and 4 grandchildren. We've always lived in Loosedale. My father had a store for 35 years. So we were all brought up there, all of us, 6 of us.
And your father was?
Alphonse
Marchand, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had that store
And my mom's at the
on the
seniors.
lower street in Loosedale.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
The grocery store.
Yeah, the grocery store. Now, Claire, you do a lot of 50s and 60s music, and you really enjoyed that. Was that your era of music?
My brother and I used to fight for the radio.
Oh, that's great. So, Claire, will you do a song for us now?
Okay. Yeah. Got your cable one? Okay. passion. I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. La 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 take my hand, take my whole life through, for I can't help falling in love with you. No, I can't help falling in love with you.
Good job, Claire. Great job. Well, Cornelia, your turn. Yes, it's your turn. This time we're going to put you on the stand.
Okay.
Anyway, Cornelia, thank you so much for coming down and spending time with us here
my
at
pleasure.
East Coast Spotlight.
My pleasure.
She flew all the way from
all the way from Calgary to be here.
All the way from Calgary to be
Sorry.
here. Anyway, thank you very much, Cornelia, for coming in. And tell us a little bit about who Cornelia Bush is.
Oh, Cornelia is quite a girl.
I know that, but you tell them.
I know. I just don't know where to start on that question. I want to start first by saying my dad is going to be 100 in February.
Wow.
100. So happy birthday to my dad.
Wow.
Who there was never anything in our lives that he couldn't fix, he couldn't do, he couldn't put together. He was not, and he really spoiled me because now it's
But you
like,
were the
what do you
baby
mean
doll.
you can't do that?
You were the baby.
I was,
Yeah.
the baby, yeah. There was 3 girls in the family. My sister and I both live in Calgary, and the first daughter, she died at probably 3 weeks old, I think. So unfortunately, never got to meet her. But now I live in Calgary, and I just love spending time with my sister. That's great, yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And your music has been a big part of your life, and it's...
I started playing piano when I was 4 years old, and I used to have it all set up. I'd put these little pieces of paper in between the keys, like, tell me where to go. And Mom would come with the vacuum cleaner and sweep them all off, So that was... But I my first song was Side by Side.
Oh,
We ain't got a barrel of money. So that's why I'm really popular at the senior places now, because I know all those old songs. My dad played drums, my sister played piano, I played guitar and piano, and we always had to entertain the company when they came over. So we'd have lots of sing songs. My dad would just go tap, tap on the drum, and we'd like whoop, downstairs and we could play for hours.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. Music was all
Now, the other thing that again, your music, you've been singing since you were 4 years old.
Yeah.
And what has been special about the different places that you've been as far as your music?
Everything was an experience. Every place was an experience. And it started singing at folk art festivals in Port Hawkesbury. And after I started, I was in a song contest, and I did this French song called Donnez-moi. It was about Cape Breton Island. And I won the song contest, and then I went and represented Port Hawkesbury and Antigonish, and then I represented Antigonish in Nova Scotia, and then I represented Nova Scotia and Ottawa. Thank for the Queen on Parliament Hill. Hey, big time,
Whoa.
right? And then I got
awesome.
to get dressed in this nice little Acadian costume for Pierre Toureau. Thank for him. I've been really lucky. I've done a lot of things, and I was in the Des Moines Search for Stars, which was Canada's first Canadian Idol, which that was a wonderful experience. Was in the Miss Canada pageant, won the North American and Canadian Music College Championships, and worked at the CNE, and I've been lucky.
You had entered a Des
Moines Search for Stars. That was
Search
all
for-
across Canada. Yeah.
You did pretty good on that.
And
also?
that was good because that gave me a lot of it helped me get a lot of CBC work. French station, they were really good to me. I did La Bastringue, Pop Rock and Relax, and then did the Tommy Hunter show, Sing Along Jubilee. Dean Dyson had a show. Worked with got to meet Ronnie Hawkins and a lot of people.
And also, apart from doing a lot of music here in Richmond County, which is the big part Acadian, you did a lot of work down on the Acadian shore, also around the Wedgeport area.
Yeah. And I did a lot in PEI, in the Acadian village in PEI. They had an Acadian village in Mount Carmel. Worked there many years. It's great. Wow. Yeah, I love French music. I love the Cajun music. Is what I like. Going to Louisiana for me was just wonderful. But I couldn't believe it. Nobody spoke French in Louisiana. How does that happen? And I looked for it. Really looked for it. They have the French accent. The music is there, but nobody speaks French.
Is that right?
All they kept doing was apologizing. Oh, I'm really sorry I don't speak French. Which was really, I couldn't believe it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, the duo of Cornelia and Billy.
Billy and I started together in, I would say 1972. Actually, I woke up last night at about 4 a.m. thinking, what year was that? So I figured it out. It was probably 1972. We got married in 73. And 73, Billy hated his job at the pulp mill. So he said, okay, let's quit. Let's go on the road. Imagine, let's go on the road. Well, I had been on the road as a single, so I'd done a lot of traveling by myself. And I thought, well, let's try to do a duo. So we packed up and we left and we went to Africa for 3 months. And it was the best trip of my life. It was the worst one. It was the most scary one. It had all those things all in one. But I think that's what made me sane through all the other stuff on the road.
That's great.
I really do.
That's great. Now, the French Soar, you did a tremendous amount of French music there, or Acadian music down, like I said, around the Wedgeport area, and they just loved you down there. In fact, the other day I was watching on YouTube a song that you did down there, and it was just awesome. You could tell the crowd was right into it. So, anyway, Cornelia, your son, John Willie, apparently he's very talented and
a great singer, great songwriter, and he never really started a piano player. He started playing piano probably in grade 11, and then played drums, and he has Billy's talent for composing songs. He's a good songwriter, like his dad.
That's great.
Really good.
That's great. Well, he's got good talent on both sides.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Absolutely. That's great. Anyway, Cornelia, could you do another couple of songs for us?
Baby, cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Baby, gonna cry, cry, and gonna try to sleep, but baby, sleep it won't come. Just a whole night through. Baby, your cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Baby, tears come down that floor out of the way I do. And every heart-cheating heart is gonna tell on you. Is gonna come. Oh, you know, honey, you're gonna be blue. And you'll crave the love that you threw away. But sleep it won't come. Just a whole night through. And every heart-cheating is gonna tell on you. And every heart-cheating heart, and they're gonna tell on you. Baby, heart-cheating heart. I don't know. I seem to be in the Hank Williams mode tonight. I don't know why. I just want to make sure I pick songs that I would know because I can't see anybody. I don't have my glasses on, and now that I'm a full-fledged senior, senior moments they kind of creep in there, you know. Gonna do a jambalaya crawfish pie. Goodbye, Joe. We gotta go. Be on my own. We gotta go. Let the road down the valley. Yeah, baby, miles on sweetest one. Be on my own. Yeah, son of a gun, we're gonna have some fun down on the bayou. Yeah, jump along across the spot. I feel it gone, boy. Tonight I'm gonna see by my shadow wheel. Big guitars, I feel fruit jars in a big gale. Son of a gun, we're gonna have some fun down the bayou. Oh, let's see what's on the sing my shadow wheel. With big guitars, I feel fruit jars in a big gale. You know, son of a gun, we're gonna have some fun down the bayou. Oh, and tell it, son of a gun, we're gonna have some fun down the bayou. Thank you.
Thank you, Cornelia. Great job. Great job. Now, we're going to turn over to you, Cameron, and you're going to do another song for us.
I am. Do Merle Haggard, Sing Me Back Home. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. And I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden before he reached my cell, let my guitar play a friend to my request. Let him sing me back home the songs I used to hear make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the year and sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Can I hear it once before you move along? Let him sing me back home, the song I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the year and sing me back home before I die. Let 'em sing me back home before I die. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Great job. I'm sure Robert is beaming right there.
I don't know about that.
See, look. Anyway, Claire, we're back to you.
Okay.
So I want you to do another song for us. Okay.
Okay. I had a girl, don't know her name. Since she left me, never been the same. Oh, I love my girl, don't know where can she be? Where can she be?
Thank you very much, Claire. Great job. Awesome. We're back to you, Cornelia. Some more stories.
More stories?
More stories, yeah.
I want to say
Cornelia,
hi to, can I say hi to all my friends in Calgary?
Sure.
Hi.
Oh, you can do better than that.
Oh, I don't want to get too personal.
Okay. Anyway, Cornelia, you said that you had toured pretty well in Europe and in Africa. But you mentioned the fact that
South
you
America
had
and
South America,
Japan and
Bolivia,
China
and China. But you had mentioned the fact that you had quite an experience in Morocco.
Yeah, I did.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it was great we were there for 3 months, and Billy decided he was going to quit his job. So we headed. Can you imagine leaving Arishad and leaving a good paying job and just going on the road? No, none of our parents were very happy with that. So therefore, when we got there and it didn't go so hot, there's no way we could admit to that. So we didn't want to come home. So we played in one place for almost 3 months, but when we got to Morocco, it was Ramadan season. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that means people don't, sunrise to sunset, you can't eat, drink, or anything. So you can imagine how many people there was in the bar. Not very many. So for the first three weeks, they fed us really well. We had a nice place to stay, but then they decided, there was no more money coming in. So we had no money. And our passports had been taken, and we had no way of getting out of the country until the manager, a son, who we became really close with, he stole our passports back, and we left 20 pounds lighter, meaning weight, not our equipment. Our equipment came maybe 3 months later, and everything in our equipment had been smashed. Our mic stands were bent in two, so we know it wasn't just because they fell off a crate or something. So it was a humbling experience. We didn't have much to eat, and we sold bottles for bananas. But that didn't stop. That was the beginning, and it was like that was the best experience and the worst one, because after that, I didn't really care if I had new carpet or I had nice clothes or I had beautiful stuff, as long as I had stuff. You know, that was the important thing, is to have something.
Did Mommy and Daddy say, "Told you so"?
No, but I know they were thinking it. No, they did. They really didn't. I have to say that. They really
That's good.
didn't. Yeah.
That's good.
But
we were talking about this show and doing this show live, and you got to expect the unexpected. And I'm sure that in your career in music that you've had stuff happen on stage that were pretty exciting.
Really exciting.
To say the least.
The piano goes dead or the monitor goes off and nothing's happening. You can't hear nothing. And then one time I was actually singing in a hall, a big concert, and they had curtains at those times. And halfway through my song, the curtain dropped. So it was like, it's over.
Already?
No, I'm still singing here.
Oh, that's great.
So I waited till somebody came and pulled the curtain back up and just continued.
Just continue.
What can you do? You got to continue, right?
That's right, yeah. You got to be professional about it.
Well, I don't know if it's professional or stupid, but you got to do it.
Yeah. Now, you've recorded quite a few LPs or 45s.
LPs.
How many have you done so far?
Just imagine how old I am when I recorded a 45.
I didn't want to say that.
I know.
I didn't want to say that.
Yes, but you're pretty close to me, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm being very diplomatic
so you can't say
here.
too much.
Yeah. I'm a little older than you.
No, you're younger. How old are you? I'm 67. How old are you? Are you older? Oh my God! I always thought you were younger than me.
I look younger than you.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Well, I gotta go now. That's it. I'm not doing any more. Wow.
Anyway,
okay.
You did quite a few recordings and over the years. And have you got any CDs out?
I did a CD myself. I don't sing enough that, who's going to buy CDs, right? Unless you're singing at a performance and then you sell your CDs. Otherwise, nobody's going to buy it. I made a CD of all the last songs that I recorded of myself, and I just give them away.
And do you write a lot of your own music?
Not anymore, but I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's good.
I did.
That's quite an interesting feat in itself, is music writing.
I think it's a gift. You either do it or you don't. But there's some people that can just say, okay, four of us sit down, we're gonna write a song and do it. But my songs always just came. The music, the lyrics, all came at once.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
I can't do it the other way.
That's a gift. That's really a gift. Now, you mentioned that you lived in Calgary, and from what you tell me, you're still performing
I'm
quite
doing,
a bit down there?
senior citizens clubs, Nifty 50 clubs, 60 plus, and 70s. It's great, dinners after they have a big dinner, and then they'll have me entertained for an hour. And I love it, I do what I want, when I want, how I want,
That's awesome.
It's wonderful to have that, to be able to do that when it's not exact. This is not what I'm doing for a living, so I don't have to do it a certain way. Just do what I want, and if you don't like it, well, I just don't go back.
That's right.
Simple as that.
It's all good.
But I've been back almost all the time.
Yeah, you can when you're live or when you're going and you're on your own, you can pretty well do what you want to do, and that's a beautiful part of being an entertainer is being able to entertain the way that you want.
Well,
to,
it's
not the
nice
way.
to be able to find people that you can do that to.
That's right.
Also,
But it's like you mentioned a little while back that when you go on a television show like Tommy Hunter, you have to be able to do the songs that you do the same way every time.
Yeah, it's got to be done like the musicians are going to do it with you. And I like to be spontaneous. I have a really hard time of doing something the same way twice. That's my biggest problem. And then I worry, when's the next verse coming up? How is it supposed to be? Whereas if you're natural and you just do it, you don't have to think of those things, which that's what I like.
The difference between doing it for fun and doing it for...
yeah.
So that's the beauty of being live. You do it.
Yeah.
You do it the way that you want to.
Yeah.
So anyway, Cornelia, we'll get you to do 2 more songs for us.
All right.
That's awesome.
This one's called "In the Mood." Anybody in the mood? No? In the mood?
We're in the mood.
Do I said, baby, won't you come on, have a dance with me? Come on, my baby, won't you give me a try? But don't you know I'm in the mood? But first, say home, my lad, and we started to dance. And then said, baby, how's about some romance? I said, honey, tonight's the night. There's a nice moonlight waiting for me. Come on, my baby, won't you give me a try? Don't you know I'm in the mood? Well, in the mood. In the mood. Yeah, baby, in the mood. Yeah, baby, in the mood. Baby, in the mood. You're gonna dance for me. Oh, yeah. In the mood. Oh, my. Well, babe, the news is out. It's all over town. Honey, that you've been seen. You're out rolling around. Well, I guess that I should leave her there. Babe, what can I do? Honey, you win again. Well, you have no heart. Baby, you have no shame. You take good love, and honey, you take the blame. Well, babe, I guess that I should not complain. What can I do? You win again. complain. Well, babe, I guess I should not complain. What can I say? Babe, you win again. What can I say? How do you win again? I have to say one thing. I don't know who this piano belongs to, but it now has all nail polish marks on.
He's got to take
I
it home.
always, every time I have to take it home with me now.
Yeah.
When I play at the senior places, usually after I play it, they say, "What's all those marks on the piano?"
I see them from
you
here.
can see, I know. My
That's
nail
awesome.
polish. Sorry, whoever owns the piano, I'm sorry.
The next song that Cameron is going to do is called "A Chair," and it was written by a fellow by the name of Hank Cochran. And I got to tell you a little story about Hank Cochran. My brother-in-law Gary was the dentist, had gone to St. Louis, and when he went to St. Louis, the first thing that Gary did was ask the people there in St. Louis where the bar was at. So he was going to go down and have a couple of beers. So he went down, and when he went down, he was sitting at the bar. This fellow walked in, 5-day beard on, pants tore up. So anyway, he struck up a conversation with Gary. He said to Gary, where are you from? Gary said, well, I'm from Halifax, from Nova Scotia. Oh, he said, I know Nova Scotia well. He said, my great-grandparents were from Halifax. They were Mackays. Oh, Gary said. Well, he said to Gary, what are you doing up here? Gary said, well, I'm up here for a course. So in turn, Gary said to him, he said, and what do you do for a living? He said, I'm a songwriter. Gary looked at him. He said, you're a songwriter? Yeah. He said, I'm a songwriter. He said, I was married 5 times, and I was divorced 5 times. And each time I got a divorce, I wrote a #1 hit. Gary looked at him, and he said, He said, I co-wrote with Willie Nelson, I Fall to Pieces, Make the World Go Away, which went #1 and #2 by two different artists, Ray Price and Eddie Arnold. Don't Touch Me If You Don't Love Me, I'd Be a Legend in My Time, and A Little Bitty Tear Let Me Down. And anyway, Gary said, he said, my brother-in-law loves country music. Well, he said, I'm going to sign this and I'll give it to you. So we signed it to Jerry from Hank Cochran, a.k.a. McKay. These are the songs that I wrote. So I thought that was a pretty good, pretty good thing. So anyway, Cameron is going,
That's a great story, Jerry. I'm not going to dedicate it to no one in fear of divorce. Okay? So here goes.
Anyway, I'm not getting divorced, so.
That's up to you. Well, excuse me, but I think you've got my chair. No, that was not taken. I don't mind if you sit here. I'll be glad to share. Well, it's usually packed here on Friday nights. And if you don't mind, could I talk you out of a line? Well, thank you. Could I drink you a bite? Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. Oh, you're welcome. I don't think I caught your name. If you're waiting for someone to meet you here, well, that takes 2 of us. Glad you came. No, I don't know the name of the band, but they're good, aren't they? Would you like to dance? Yeah, I like this song too. It reminds me of you and me, baby. Do you think there's a chance that later on I could drive you home? No, I don't mind at all. Well, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, it wasn't my chair after all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.
I think we did a pretty good job on the hiring, didn't we? Huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And now we're going to turn the mic over to Claire, and she's going to do another song for us.
This song I wrote for my parents through all our years of growing up and our ups and downs. You know, we always knew one true thing was that we were loved. So one day I just wrote this for my mom and dad. A miracle did happen the day that I was born. You held me close, your arms so tight. I felt so safe and warm. Your arms, they still surround me with all the love you gave. And as I go along the way, my memories will stay. Memories will stay. How do I say thank you for all that you have done? I always have a place to fall. I never have to run. Your love will always follow me wherever I may go. Through all the smiles and all the tears, your strength I'll always know. I will always know. So, Mom and Dad, I wanna say I'll always be in your arms. And when I feel so all alone, I'll feel you in my heart. Feel you in my heart. In my heart. In my heart. In my heart. Feel you in my heart.
Wow. Great song, Claire. So very well written. And Mary, if you're watching, hi, everyone at St. Anne Centre. You know what? We're talking about how far we reach with our program. We have Jean Johnson Stoller, which is Cornelia's sister-in-law.
Is Finley
She's watching from Prince George in British Columbia. Wow. And we have one of our local boys here, Michael Power. He's watching from Montreal. So.
And my husband better be watching in Calgary.
And we have Ian Boudreau, and he's watching from Middle Sackville, down in just outside Halifax. And of course, Raylene McDonald, she feels like dancing, she says, so I guess it's all good. So it's all good. So that's just to show you how many people we're reaching with this show, and it's just phenomenal. So anyway, Cornelia, we'd like you to do a few more songs for us.
voler, c'est pas bon. Tout le monde la charité, c'est une chose que je peux pas faire. Chaque jour qu'on vit, je me demande que je vis pour. Oh, je vis pour l'amour. Et j'espère que je vis vieille. Et j'attrape mon archet et je joue ma vieille valse pour faire danser le monde. Vous connaissez mes bien chers amis, la vie là, elle est bien bien trop courte pour se faire des chagrins. Alors danser ce soir, travailler c'est trop dur et voler c'est pas bon. Ce monde la charité, c'est une chose qu'on faire. Chaque jour qu'on vit, me manque que je vis pour. Oh, si je vis sur l'amour, et j'espère de vivre comme mon père. Now, I just realized that I talked about my father, but I didn't talk about my mother. And if I want a place to stay for the rest of my 20 days here, I better bring that up. I always say every show I do when I do for my seniors or whoever I'm playing for, I talk about my parents. And every time I go back, they say, well, how is your parents doing? So first of all, I say, my mother is going to be 99 in April. My father is going to be 100 in February. And they go, what? And then I say, and they're going to be married 75 years in July. What? I mean, and then I say, and to boot all this, they're still living in their own home. How wonderful is that? That is really, so I am totally blessed to have my mother and father. And I talk to them just like I'm talking to you right now. They are 100%. My mother knows stuff, way too much stuff. My dad, too. It is absolutely wonderful. Here's another Zachary Richard tune. Go. La Louisiana vol barcan så där si för så fort. Men där man bara bara shit like a deep or got but galsen. Men så tror jag på bägge vars konto på la Louisiana. Oui, ma Louisiane, c'est belle bête dans un show à l'été. C'est prêt à l'automne, c'est un par hiver. Avant si fier d'être calgé. Shit like a deep pour le climatique. Elle a trouvé un beau pays. Merci mon Dieu pour la Louisiane. Oui, ma Louisiane, ta Louisiane, c'est le fait dans ce chaud l'été. Mais dans l'automne, c'est trempe l'hiver. Alors, je suis fier d'être calgé.
Wow.
Moi, je suis fier d'être Cajun.
Woo.
Are
Awesome.
Fier d'Acadien.
Yeah, je suis très fier de être Acadien. Très fier. Thank you, Cornelia. Great job. And now we're going to turn her over to Mr. Landry over here. Cameron, you're on.
Thanks. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, 'cause they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them. They're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. When they let me out of prison, I held my head up high, determined I would rise above the shame. But no matter where I'm going, this black mark follows me. I'm branded with a number by my name. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them. They're still not satisfied. Now I am a branded man out in the cold. If I live to be 100, I guess I'll never clear my name, 'cause everybody knows I've been in jail. But no matter where I'm living, I've got to tell them where I've been, or they'll send me back to prison if I fail. I'd like to hold my head up and be proud of who I am, but they won't let my secret go untold. I paid the debt I owed them. They're still not satisfied. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold. Now I'm a branded man out in the cold.
Woo. Good job, Cameron. Good job. Now, Claire,
Yep.
you're on again.
Here we go.
It's your turn.
Regular.
And it's like I say, Claire loves the 50s and the 60s, and all the songs that she's done tonight, apart from the one that she wrote, were all 50s and 60s music. And didn't she do a great job with them? She did a great
You
job.
guys can sing it along on this one, I'm sure. You must know it. Used to play around with hearts, passing them a call. When I met that little girl, I knew that I would fall. Poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Oh, poor little fool. I was a fool. She played around and teased me with her carefree devil dice. Hold me close and kiss me, but her heart was full of lies. Poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Oh, poor little fool. I was a fool. She told me how she cared for me, that we never part. So for the very first time, I gave away my heart. next day she was gone. I knew she'd lied to me. She left me with a broken heart, and one victory, poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Oh, poor little fool. I was a fool. I played this game with other hearts. I never thought I'd see the day that someone else would play love's foolish game. Poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Oh no, poor little fool. I was a fool. Poor little fool. Oh yeah, I was a fool. Oh no.
Great job, Claire.
Thank you.
You know, we're very fortunate to have with us tonight, we have two of our featured artists that we had and one special guest that we had. We had tonight with us here Robert Bouchard, and we have Becky Burnell, and we have Jacques Martel. So welcome, guys, and it's great to have you here. And now we're going to ask Cornelia to do a couple more songs for us.
Surprise! I know. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wish him well. You could see that there he did true love mademoiselle. And now the young madame was shooting for the chapel bell. C'est la vie, said the old folks, goes to show them never can tell. They had a suit up, Jeffery was a terrible for the night. Valentine's in New Orleans to celebrate their anniversary. It was there that day he wedded to the lovely mademoiselle. C'est la vie, said the old folks, goes to show them never can tell. Oh yeah! Because a teenage wedding and the old folks wish him well. Now you could see that, yeah, it's a true love of mademoiselle. And now the young time I'm a silver from the chapel bell. C'est la vie, said the old folks, goes to show you never can tell. C'est la vie, said the old folks, goes to show you never can tell.
Wow.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie, said the old folks. Awesome.
You got a piece of paper there, got stuff to read?
No, I'll do them after.
Oh, okay.
I want to show them to you first. You can't read.
Do you know I can't read? I can't see without my
I
glasses.
can't say you can't read. You can't see.
Well, I probably can't read neither. Sometimes people say, Cornelia, sing your favorite song.
Cornelia, sing your favorite song.
Thank you, Jerry. I will do that. This is it. This is my favorite song. Well, I was waltzing with my darling to the townhouse she was. Babe, when an old friend, honey, I happened to see. Well, I introduced him to my darling, and that while they were dancing, you know, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. Well, I remember the night, oh, the Tennessee was, and I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling. Every night they were playing, oh, the beautiful Tennessee one. Just how much I have lost. You know, I lost my little darling. Oh, the nights they were playing, oh, the beautiful Tennessee one. Thank you, the beautiful Tennessee
Beautiful
waltz.
song. Beautiful.
I love. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have some more comments from people that have, are watching from all around Canada. Shannon Leva from, she says,
My
awesome,
niece.
Cornelia. Awesome, Cornella Sutherland, watching from Vernon, BC. Wow. And then we have a young man from Toronto that's saying, I'm watching, Mom, from Toronto. And a lady by the name of Erin Thorne, awesome, Cornelia, watching from London, Ontario.
Holy gee.
Wow.
That's pretty nice.
And a phone message says hi to everybody from Lethbridge, and say hi to my mom, Alice Landry. This is from Janice Davenport over in Lethbridge. So, hi, guys. So that you guys are national.
Oh,
Honest to God, national, all the way to Vernon, BC. And
I went from eating eggs to here.
there you go. See?
we didn't even have to move.
Yeah. Anyway, you do another song for us, Cameron?
You never closed one of my shows before, can you? See? You got it. Well, baby, close that suitcase. Let's turn this thing around. We've got everybody talking all over town. But if you have to leave, well, keep one thing in mind, 'cause this one's gonna hurt you for a long, long time. There's a bottle on the table to help me understand how love can go so wrong between a woman and a man. But just beyond the door, well, here's what you will find, 'cause this one's gonna hurt you for a long, long time. Gonna sing, Cornelia? A long, long time is forever. And will I get over you? Probably never. can't walk away from true love and leave your feelings all behind. 'Cause this one's gonna hurt you for a long, long time. You can't walk away from true love and leave your feelings all behind. 'Cause this one's gonna hurt you for a long, long time.
John. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of another show here at East Coast Spotlight. This show wouldn't be possible without the talent that we have around this area. And at this time, we'd like to say a very special thank you to Claire and Cameron and Cornelia. Thank you so much. Without you guys...
For having me here. It was
Wonderful.
That's great.
Look, I'm even lost for words. How can
There,
I possibly
that's
be?
awesome, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
But without you guys and coming in and spending time with us, this show wouldn't be possible. And people that are watching this show appreciate this so much. And on behalf of the group here at East Coast Spotlight, thank you so very much. You guys are awesome. So, and as a token of our appreciation, we're going to give each one of you a East Coast Spotlight T-shirt.
Oh, boy.
And you can take that home and give it to hubby.
Where?
No, you can.
You mean I don't get two?
No, well,
Okay.
Can have mine, I'm pretty sure it won't fit.
anyway, you're good. You're good. Honest to God.
Wow.
Anyway, a special thanks also to our producer and sound tech, Mike Jarman. Mike, without you,
That's
all the work
right.
that you do here, you do a great job, and we so much appreciate the work that you put into this, and it shows. I mean, and our camera crew, Wallen and Howard, and tonight Cora, and Cora is our floor director. So great job, guys.
And you too, Jerry. It wouldn't work without you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Thank you.
Jerry.
Of course, all of
Oh,
this
I think
being
he's blushing. I'm gonna
all of
see a
this
little
being
bit
put
red.
together without Arshel, because she does a tremendous amount of work, and she's just an awesome young lady, and I love her with all my heart and soul. So, Arshel, thank you. To you guys here, our studio audience, thank you so very much for spending time with us, and again, our viewing audience, you're awesome, and keep on calling us or emailing us at 902-226-1928 or at telil@telil.tv. Tell us what you think about our show. It's something that we need to find out whether or not we continue putting this show on. To Greg Penois and the staff at Rona's and Arishat Auto Parts, thank you so much for putting the money and the time into sponsoring our show. Without people like you, this wouldn't be possible. So Craig and all the staff at Rona, thank you so very much. You do a great job. Our next live broadcast of East Coast Spotlight will be on Wednesday, February the 15th at 7:30, and after the bingo. And at that time, our feature artist will be a young man from Louisdale, Taylor Shea. And our special guest that night will be Tommy and Shelley Sampson. And next month, you will have a new host. I am going away for a month, and Becky Burno will be your host next month. So, Becky, thank you for doing that for us. And from all of us here at East Coast Spotlight and at Telel, thank you so very much. And everyone, have a special evening.
Well, I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy
light of day. When I saw that stone rolling, oh, gonna carry my mother away. Well, that circle beyond broken, oh, by and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better world awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I said to that undertaker, undertaker, please drive slow.
You gotta drive slow.
For that body you are carrying, Lord, I hate to see her go.
Okay, everybody, let's sing together. Okay. Will that circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome. Oh, as lonesome as could be. Oh, my brothers, oh, sisters crying. Oh, one at home so sad and alone. Will that circle be unbroken? Oh, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One more time, take her home. Will that circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky, in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Hello Community Television would like to thank our host, Jerry Sampson, producer Michael Jarman,
Thank you so
our camera
very
crew,
much.
our live audience, our business sponsors, and of course, our audience. East Coast Spotlight is aired the third Wednesday of each month at 7:30 p.m. with a feature artist and a few special guests. If you would like to be in the studio audience, please phone Talil Community Television at 902-226-1928. We'll see you next month for East Coast Spotlight.